Shane Warne is the player who inspired a generation with his prodigious spin and turn. His first delivery to Mike Gatting in a test in England will always be remembered as the ball of the century. But in more than 400 dismissals, there have been many just like it.
Oh, yes, he's got him. That's out. He's got him. It ran off the top of his gloves.
Oh, wow. Just done him. That was a magnificent delivery. It beat Atherton all ends up.
Oh, got him! Bowled him round his legs.
He never put it together initially. Figures initially against the Indians, Ravi Shastri, I remember taking him to the cleaners. I think 1 for 150 in his first test match, and that's not an easy way to get off in test match cricket.
Ravi Shastri prefers to hit the leg spinner over the offside. He's done it again, and that brings up his highest test score. And Ravi Shastri has knocked over a few records here today. He's terrorised young Shane Warne with his ability just to get inside the line and help him over the offside.
He first played against the Indian side here in Australia, and the Indians smacked him. I remember Ravi Shastri smashing him all around the SCG for 200. And all of a sudden, this guy we hoped was going to be the new spinning messiah was getting bashed everywhere. And we thought, well, maybe he's not as good as we all hoped he was going to be.
It's in the air, Jones under it. That's the end of the innings. Shane Warne gets his first test wicket after prolonged trial and effort.
The West Indies came down here, and we all knew that the West Indies are a little suspect against leggies, and this was always going to be a great opportunity for him, and he took it.
Oh, he's bowled him. That has just beaten the outside edge. It was also kept a little bit low, but Richie Richardson was looking very comfortable, and all of a sudden, Shane Warne has struck. What a wicket this is for Australia.
He took it on his own ground at the MCG by getting 7 wickets when they were 1 for 140 something, and he was given this opportunity to do something. He latched onto it. So 7 at the MCG, and for me that basically launched Shane Warne's career.
Stumped. Yes, beat him. Beautiful piece of work by Hurley. That's fine bowling by young Shane Warne.
Warne won't mind if he comes down and hits him over the top. Oh, Carl. Beaten off the pitch by Shane Warne.
Warne, right from the word go, whether he's getting hit around against the Indians or in Sri Lanka, or getting wickets, was always very excited about the challenge that faced him. He never shirked the issue, even when his form was struggling at the start. He was always keen, he was always encouraging the team.
Shane Warne again, bowling his leg spinners. And straight to slip. That's the end of him. Well bowled, Shane Warne.
I think he was all of a sudden beginning to believe that he could do almost anything with the ball. Batsman was starting to struggle with his wrong and his flipper. He was starting to talk up another ball, another mystery ball, and he was getting into that whole area of being mysterious as well as just being a good leggy. And it was refreshing to see.
And that could be the end of the test match. 7 wickets for Shane Warne. Big Merv's got great hands. He won't miss it. And there it is. A great victory for Australia and a tremendous day's work for Shane Warne. His best bowling ever in first-class cricket, and what a time to do it, and what a place to do it in front of his own crowd here at the MCG. Congratulations from all round, and so it should be. Shane Warne has one of the stumps under his arm as a memento of one of his great days on the cricket field.
Shane Warne is just beginning to get himself loose, and it's going to be interesting to see how much he turns it. It'll go a long way, I think, on this pitch. Warne spins it a long way on anything.
I remember that game particularly well.
The real test.
We'd made a big score, bowled England out on the second day for a 250-odd runs short of what we'd made. And everyone was just telling me to stick them back in and knock them over, but I didn't. I batted again, and set them 500 to get, batting last at the Gabba. And I think with a day to go, they were 2 for 208. And he did 300 on the last day to win, 8 wickets in the shed. And you're starting to think, well, have I made the right decision here? And then Warne bowled them out.
Oh! Yes, he's bowled in. That was a flipper. Oh, there's a big appeal, and he's got him. That's the end of Gooch. He's gone for the sweep again. Got him. Well, that's magnificently bowled. Taylor had a word with him, and he has struck. Warne to De Freitas. Oh, he's bowled him around his legs. Yes, he's hit the stumps around his legs.
Oh, and there's another one.
That's out. That's the end of the Test match. And 8 wickets for Shane Warne, 11 for the Test match. His best figures in a Test match, he's taken 11.
That was a great moment for me because we won a Test match we should have won, but I'd made a bit of a controversial decision and Warne had backed me up.
Now it's going to be Shane Warne to bowl. New batsman is Inzamam, your commentators Ian Chappell and Greig Richie.
Out. Good catch. Good catch. He's a magnificent firstman, Stephen Waugh.
Shane Warne changed the game over the last 15 years. All of a sudden, people have got away from thinking fast bowler, fast bowler, fast bowler, maybe off spinner for a couple of overs. People now think, well, yeah, fast bowler, fourth over of the day, give Shane Warne a go.
And a big appeal there from Ian Healy. He thinks he's got him. In fact, the batsman is going. He's not even waiting for the replay.
People wanted to be fast bowlers or batsmen when I first started playing first-class cricket. It wasn't fashionable to bowl leg spin. Now it's fashionable, it's trendy, and what's more, it works.
Oh, Taylor's done him again, and Warne has done Bazid Ali.
And that one's gone up in the air, and will this be caught blue? It's underneath it. Yes, he's taken it. They don't drop them, the Aussies. That's good catching.
Yeah, but look at this man here. He's getting a wonderful ovation as he leaves the Gabba. Shane Warne, 7 for 23.
Well, Shane Warne is simply the best leg spinner I've ever seen. You don't see anything better than that, and he changed the whole face of cricket in the 1990s, and he was one of the 5 cricketers of the century. It's a very difficult art, leg spinning, and Shane Warne can tell you how difficult it is because he's had serious operations to his spinning fingers and his shoulder. Apart from the injuries, bowling over the wrist, you don't find anything more difficult than that, and he's the best I've seen.
Got him! Well bowled. 300 Test wickets for Shane Warne. That was a beautiful delivery to get it.
Well, that's a fitting way to bring up 300, to disturb the furniture, getting congratulations from all his teammates. And it's been a magnificent performance here today and over many years.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.